A young woman was sleeping by the roadside when a man walking past accidentally bumped into her. Struggling to keep his balance, he said, "Why are you sitting next to my car?" The girl quickly stood up and said nervously, "I'm sorry, I didn't know this car belonged to you." The man calmly replied, "It's okay. Just move your belongings away from my car. I need to leave." As he started walking toward his vehicle, the girl stopped him and said anxiously, "I'm sorry for wasting your time. Could you please lend me your phone for a moment?" The man looked at her seriously and asked, "Don't you have a phone?" The girl replied timidly, "My phone is out of credit, so I can't make any calls." The man glanced at her belongings with concern. Then he pulled out his phone and handed it to her. "Here, go ahead and make your call." The girl gratefully took the phone and dialed a number. "Hello, auntie," her aunt asked. "Who is this?" "It's Meng Meng," the girl replied. Her aunt said, "What is it, Meng Meng?" Meng Meng nervously said, "I need to borrow $200 because I don't have enough money to get back home. Could you please help me?" Her aunt replied coldly, "I don't have any money. I've already lent you money before and you never paid it back. I'm not giving you any more. And I don't have extra money to keep handing out every time you ask. Figure it out yourself." With that, she hung up. Meng Meng desperately called out to her, but the call was already disconnected. She sadly handed the phone back to the man and said, "Thank you, brother." The man took his phone and replied, "No problem. I should get going now." As he walked toward his car, the girl picked up her belongings and started walking away in tears. Seeing her cry, the man felt sorry for her. He walked over and said, "I didn't even say anything to you. Why are you crying so much? If something's wrong, tell me. Maybe I can help." The girl tried to compose herself and replied, "It's nothing else. I just want to go home, but I can't." The man looked surprised. "Why can't you go home? Where is your home?" "My home is in Guangdong," she answered. The man frowned. "That's very far away. What are you doing here then?" The girl explained, "I came here to find work because I couldn't find a job in Guangdong. My aunt told me she would pay me a higher salary, so I trusted her and came here. I've been working at my aunt's company for 6 months. Then she suddenly said the company didn't need any more employees and fired me, but she never paid my wages. She kept saying she would talk to the boss and get my money for me, but a long time has passed and I still haven't been paid. She also borrowed $300 for my living expenses and never returned it." The man shook his head. "That's terrible. You worked for 6 months and never got paid. Who else lives with you at home?" Tears filled the girl's eyes. "My mother lives with me. She's sick and desperately needs money for treatment. My younger brothers and sisters are also attending college, and I have to help pay their tuition. That's why I came here hoping for a higher salary, but now I haven't been paid, and I don't even have enough money to get back home." The man nodded thoughtfully. "So that's why you're working so hard at such a young age?" The girl gave a faint smile. "I'm not that young. I'm 25 years old, and I graduated from Qing University. I thought talented people were valued in big cities, but after coming here, I realized people like me don't seem to matter at all." The man looked shocked. "Qing University is an excellent university. Our company is always looking for talented people like you." He opened his wallet, pulled out some cash, and said kindly, "Do this. If you have important matters at home, go home first. Here, I have $1,000 with me. Use it for your trip, and here's my business card. When you come back, come work for my company." The girl accepted the money gratefully. "Thank you so much, big brother. I'll treat this as a loan and pay you back once I receive my salary." Then she looked at the business card and suddenly froze. "Wait a minute. Are you the president of Manjiang Group?" The man smiled. "Yes. Do you know who I am?" The girl immediately became confident. "Boss, I actually work for your company as an intern. My salary has been withheld for 6 months. Can you help me get what I'm owed?" Hearing this, the boss said seriously, "Little sister, that's a very serious accusation. Everyone in my company is supposed to be paid on time every month. But don't worry. I'll personally investigate this matter and make sure justice is done. Pick up your belongings and come with me to my office." He said this and started walking toward his office, and the girl quickly picked up her belongings and followed behind him. After a short while, they both reached the office. The boss said kindly, "Sit down and put your things aside." Then, sitting in his chair, he asked, "Tell me, what is your problem?" The girl calmly replied, "Boss, I've been working here for 6 months, and I've prepared several projects for this company. There is another girl with the same name in this company who is my aunt's daughter, but only my salary has been withheld." Hearing this, the boss said in a low voice, "You weren't even a permanent employee, so how could you prepare company projects?" The girl replied confidently, "That's true, boss. I was placed in the research and development department, but my aunt told me it would be a 6-month internship, so I kept working on projects continuously. After 6 months, they said the company didn't need more people anymore and fired me. After that, I don't know anything." The boss said thoughtfully, "That's not possible. Every project in our company comes from my approval. Do you remember which project you prepared?" The girl quickly said, "Yes, boss, I remember. I made your company's new toothbrush project." Hearing this, the boss said in shock, "That's impossible. That project was created by your cousin, and she personally brought it to me." The girl insisted, "Boss, please believe me. I come from a village, but I don't lie. I really made that project. A few days after submitting it, I was fired." The boss said anxiously, "All right, wait a minute." He then pulled a file from his desk and handed it to her, asking, "Did you create this project?" The girl carefully opened the file, looked at it, and quickly said, "Yes, Yes, boss. This is the same project I created. I worked on it for 3 days and 3 nights, so I remember every single detail. The boss nodded and said, "All right, give me the file back. Don't worry. Since this happened in my company, I will not spare any thief, and I will make sure you get justice." Just then, the manager and her daughter arrived. The manager looked at the girl's belongings and angrily said, "Why is her stuff here?" Then she picked it up and threw it outside. The boss was shocked. The manager and her daughter walked toward him. The boss said calmly, "Manager, you're here." The girl stood up from her chair. The manager said angrily, "Ming Ming, what are you doing here? I already fired you. Go home." Then she sat down and said, "Yes, boss. Why did you call me here?" The boss controlled his anger and said, "I called you here to ask whether your daughter received her bonus money." The manager happily replied, "Yes, boss, she did. Please also transfer her salary next month. She is working very honestly." The boss said in a calm tone, "Salary is not the issue, and I will even promote her. But tomorrow some foreign clients are coming, and I am not fully clear about this project. I thought your daughter could explain it to me so I can talk to them." He extended the file. The manager reached to take it, but the boss pulled it back. She looked surprised. The boss said firmly, "It's okay. I want your daughter to explain all the details and features of this product without looking at any document." The manager smiled and handed the product to her daughter, saying, "Explain it to the boss." The daughter nervously said, "Mom, I can't explain this to the boss." Her mother insisted, "Just say something." Holding the product, she hesitantly said, "Boss, it's just a toothbrush. It has different colors. It's used for brushing teeth, nothing else." Hearing this, the boss realized she had not made the project. He stood up angrily and said, "Manager, you should be ashamed. You gave someone else's work to your daughter. Immediately return this girl's $50,000 bonus, not a single dollar less, and take your daughter and leave my company right now." The daughter angrily said, "Boss, what are you saying? Are you firing us for this girl? Think about your decision." The boss replied firmly, "This is not an ordinary girl. You both know she is a top graduate from Qing University. She has worked in our company for 6 months, and instead of using her talent, you stole her bonus and even withheld her salary. Her entire family is waiting for that money. But you both took everything from her and still acted innocent in front of me." The manager's daughter said arrogantly, "Boss, she is just a village girl. We gave her a job and experience. That should be enough for her." The boss said sharply, "So what if she is from a village? There is nothing wrong with that. But a person must have a conscience. You both have no humanity and have always oppressed the weak. Now there is no place for you in my company. Her full salary and bonus will be given to her. People like you do not deserve to stay here. Leave immediately." The daughter shouted angrily, "Don't think that just because you are the boss, you can fire anyone you want. No one will support your decision." Her mother added loudly, "My daughter is right. Everyone will say you are wrong." The boss said angrily, pointing his finger, "Who supports me or not is not your decision. What a person does is seen by God. Justice always lives in people's hearts, and I am sure people will support me. Friends, tell me, did I do the right thing or wrong? Share your opinion in the comments. Thank you.